ओम ज्ञानतिमिरन्धस्य ज्ञानाञ्जनशलाकया चक्षुरुन्मिलितं येन तस्मै श्रीगुरवे नमः। श्रीचैतन्यमनोभीष्टं स्थापितं येन भूतले स्वयं रूप कदा मह्यं ददाति स्वपदान्ति। वन्देऽहं श्रीगुरो श्रीयुतापदकमलं श्रीगुरून् वैष्णवांश्च श्रीरूपं सागरजातां सहगण रघुनाथान्वितं तं सजीवं साद्वैतं सावधूतं परिजनसहितं कृष्णचैतन्यदेवं श्रीराधाकृष्णपादान् सहगण ललिता श्रीविशाखान्वितांश्च नमो विष्णुपादाय कृष्णपृष्ठाय भूतले श्रीमते भक्तिवेदान्त स्वामिनिति नामिने नमस्ते सरस्वती देवे गौरवाणी प्रचारिणी निर्विशेष शून्यवादी पाश्चात्यदेशतारिणी नमो महावदन्याय कृष्ण प्रेम प्रदायते कृष्णाय कृष्ण चैतन्य नामिने गौरवसे वाञ्छाकल्पतरुभ्यश्च कृपा सिन्धुभ्येव च पतितानां पावनेभ्यो वैष्णवेभ्यो नमो नमः। हे कृष्ण करुणा सिन्धु दीनबन्धो जगत्पते गोपेश गोपिकान्त राधाकान्त नमोस्तुते तप्तकाञ्चन गौराङ्गी राधे वृन्दावनेश्वरी वृषभानुसुते देवी प्रणमामि हरिप्रिये। जय श्री कृष्ण चैतन्य प्रभु नित्यानंद श्री अद्वैत गदाधर श्रीवासादि गौरभक्त हरे कृष्णा 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 हरे 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 राम 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 हरे हरे। ओम नमो भगवते वासुदेवाय ओम नमो भगवते वासुदेवाय ओम नमो भगवते वासुदेवाय। Hare Krishna. We are reading from Canto 5, Chapter 7, The Activities of King Bharat. Text number 12. तयेतद्विरत पुरुष परिचर्या भगवती प्रवर्धमानानुराग भरद्रुत हृदयं शैथिल्य प्रहर्ष वेगेनात्म युद्धीद्यमानरोम पुलककुलकः औत्कण्ठ्य प्रवृत्य प्रणय बाष्पनिरुद्धावलोकनयन एव निजरमणारुण चरणारविन्दान्युधान परिचित भक्तियोगेन परिप्लुत परमलाह्लादः गम्भीरहृदयावगाढधीशनस्तामपि क्रियमाणा भवत्सर्पयां न संसारः स्मारः।
The most exalted devotee, Maharaj Bharata, in this way engaged constantly in the devotional services of the Lord. Naturally, his love for Vasudeva Krishna increased more and more and melted his heart. Consequently, he gradually lost all attachment for regulative duties. The hairs of his body stood on end, and all the excessive bodily symptoms were manifest. Tears flowed from his eyes so much so that he could not see anything. Thus, he constantly meditated on the reddish lotus feet of Lord. At that time, His heart, which was like lake, was filled with the water of ecstatic love. When his mind was immersed in that lake, he even forgot the regulatory service to the Lord. Purport.
When one is actually advanced natural love for Krishna, 8 transcendental blissful symptoms are manifest in the body. Those are the symptoms of perfection arising from loving service to the Supreme Personality of Godhead. Since Maharaj Bharat was constantly engaged in devotional service, all the symptoms of ecstatic love were manifest in his body.
क्या हुआ? क्या? So love is not a idea. It is a practical thing. If somebody says I love, he doesn't stop there. It has to manifest in the action. So devotion also manifests by service. If husband says wife, I love you, and he doesn't go for job, he doesn't bring sari to her. But what he's doing? He's saying 3 times a day, I love you. Then that wife will remain in the house. She will run away with somebody else. And he is chanting, I love you. So that kind of devotion we should not have. Like people, when spiritual master comes, they dance ecstatically. They say Jai Gurudev, Jai Gurudev. And as soon as spiritual master goes to some other town, they are back to home. They never come to temple till the time the next visit of their spiritual master. So is that love? We say 3 times we should remember spiritual master. And we may remember also. But we don't do any service, then that remembrance will not please. So we chant every day in the morning, 2 hours. O Krishna, O Radharani, O Lord, pleasure potency of the Lord, please engage me in devotion service. And as soon as OC gives service, we have excuses. Such excuses that the authorities also cannot say anything. As soon as you give service, they get a clearing. So that becomes a habit. And the way we lose services one after another, then the authorities also feel whenever I give service this person, he doesn't do. So next time they don't give service. And we think that I have advanced. See, they are not giving me menial services. They have realized that I am pure devotee. I am untouchable by devotees. Just somebody is paying us some 1,000 rupees, we are going slogging there, leaving temple, going on bike and serving that person. And sometimes people don't want to come back also, they want to remain there only. And from there they will send somewhere else. But here, the reward of service is another service. So if we are losing our services, then we are not becoming fortunate. We are becoming unfortunate. So we should serve with devotion. You know? And if our attitude will define that service as a burden or as a love, you know. There are some soldiers who are standing in China border. There's a, scorching, not scorching, it's very cold. Some are in Sahara, desert. For whom they are there? Because they love the country, and that's why they are sleeplessly, guarding the country, nation. So they have some devotion for nation. That's why they are sacrificing the peaceful time in city and village or whatever. So same way, if we have devotion, we will sacrifice. We will take some hardship. And our hardships are not like people working in coal mine or people working in sewage. Our work is so, like you are making chandan. It makes you also fragrant. If you go to flower garden, in garden you want to pluck the flowers. So you also get a smell too, the fragrance of the garden. There are people who are lifting all those bottles, empty bottles, and they're, collecting it just for some 100 rupees or some whatever they get. So we are not doing same here, taking flowers. Our service itself is so pure and clean. So we should render it. So devotee means he does service for Krishna. Then only we can call ourselves as a devotee. Otherwise, just get a title of devotee. We love that. I'm initiated. Then what's your name? Then we say such and such Das. And this Das is expecting services from others. Servants should serve others. So, unless until we don't develop this service attitude, we cannot advance in spirituality. It will be very slow. And we have potency not to serve Krishna. That's why we are here. And if somebody has not served Krishna, then he will not serve anybody in the material world. Because nobody is superior than Krishna. So unless until we don't develop the mode of humility and accept somebody's authority and want to reciprocate with him by serving, then we will become qualified to serve supreme authority. So this mood has to be cultivated. And from so many lifetimes, we have been rebellious to Krishna. So it becomes very difficult to become subordinate immediately in this life. So sometimes doing service is very purifying, especially for authorities. They think that I am authority, but nobody listens to him. So that becomes more purifying than being a subordinate. Subordinate has only one authority, but authority has many subordinates. So he has many purifying agents. And authority is proud. He thinks that I am master. Then he has a guaranteed purification. Even best of devotees will not listen to him. And his expectations will collapse and he will become humble, by force, whatever it is. But real authorities, they never see their authorities. They feel, I am subordinate. So spiritual master also feels that my disciples are my spiritual masters. He never thinks they are my servants. Prabhupada also used to glorify his disciples. He used to say that you all came to help me. Bhakti Thakur has sent you all, So I am so grateful to all of you that you are helping me to fulfill the desire of Bhakti Thakur. So that is the gratitude Prabhupada exhibited. He could have said, Are you all are my servants. No. They accept the disciples also as a masters. And we accept master as our servant. We think Guru, I took Diksha, now his responsibility to take me back to God. I will be relaxed now, because I got initiation. Whose headache is to take me back to God? My spiritual masters. So that attitude is not right attitude. So we have to do, very, very responsibly on services. And services are not big and small. What makes it big and small is our consciousness. Like Hanuman is putting big mountains to make a bridge. And squirrel was just putting some dust particles. But she was trying her best. So Hanuman told her, hey, you are coming on the way, just get away. What is your dust particles will do? Then Ram stopped Hanuman. He told, the amount of big boulders you are putting, which is pleasing me, the same amount of pleasure I am getting by these squirrel's dust particles. So Krishna sees in different way. People will see mundane way, somebody is doing big service, somebody is doing small service. But for Krishna, everybody is on same platform. He sees what is our consciousness. If you are doing big services and getting proud, then Lord will not appreciate that service. But we do some humble service that may please Krishna. So Chaitanya Mahaprabhu's Mahaprakash Leela was going on. And Lord Chaitanya tells, Sridhar, Sridhar, Sridhar. And all devotees were unaware of the Sridhar. Who is Sridhar is? Because in their group, they never found who is Sridhar. So that Sridhar was simple banana seller. He used to sell bananas in the market very cheap rate. His house was, having a thatched hut. It was fully air conditioned, full light, and it was not waterproof. And his clothes were, he used to tie knot. If it is torn, he used to tie a knot. He didn't have money to even purchase a needle and thread. He just used to put a knot to that hole and all. So his dhoti became only knotted dhoti, holes, and he tied. So that was his condition. And whatever he used to earn, half of that money he used to utilize for Ganga service. So this was unnoticed by many of the devotees. Even Nityananda Prabhu or Advaitacharya, they could not notice this. But Lord Chaitanya noticed. So even sometimes we think that world knows me, I have followers. If you have a YouTube channel and you have 3-4 lakh people, then we feel that whole world knows me. But you may get whatever population of India is there, that many followers you get. But if Krishna is not recognizing you, then will that people become useful for us? No. And those devotees who are acknowledged by Krishna, they don't need anybody else's acknowledgement. They're happy with their devotion. Sometimes we do cleaning and all when people are watching us. But everybody goes to Yatra, then there is no cleaning, there is nothing because nobody is going to check whether we are doing service or not. We'll tell Lord, you also sleep, I'll also sleep. Why to wake you up and why I should? So that is not the way. Devotee of the Lord, whether somebody is attending him or not, he will do because he knows Krishna is watching me in the heart. So Krishna reciprocates with our sincerity. So Sridhar was recognized by Lord. He took all his devotees to Sridhar's house, and there he was glorified. And same way, Dukhi, she was filling the pots at the end of the line. There may be some devotees who are in front of Lord, who is bathing Lord practically with the water. But Lord is recognizing the last person in the line who is filling that water. So sometimes we want to be in forefront, in limelight. But we should understand Krishna sees me everywhere. Sometimes we're washing vessels in the night. Only you and vessels are there. Whole world, other devotees have slept. And you may feel, what is this? Krishna will recognize me or not? No. Others may forget, but Krishna will note every spoon which you have washed. He has taken note of it. Every flower you plucked, he has taken note of it. Whatever service you do, Krishna will be very grateful. He will never forget. He is not ungrateful. So we feel, I am ungrateful, so Lord also will be ungrateful. No. He is very grateful person. Lord says, if somebody is chanting while sleeping, if somebody sleeps down and takes feedback on the chest and chants, Krishna sits and hears. If somebody is sitting and chanting, Krishna stands and hears. If it is somebody standing and chanting, Krishna jumps in ecstasy. And if you are running and chanting, then Krishna will be totally in ecstasy. That doesn't mean we should now sleep and chant so that Krishna will sit. So that is not. It's just a reciprocation. How much Krishna feels joy when we chant His names, when we do service for Him, when we serve His devotees. Lord is very pleased when somebody serves His devotees. So Kachipurna used to fan Lord, and Lord used to talk with him. Then many devotees used to ask Kanchipurna whether I will go back to Godhead. He used to ask the same question to Lord. Then Lord used to say, yeah, he is coming. Then Kanchipurna thought, I should also ask, what is my destination? He asked, oh Lord, I will come or not? He says, no, you will take time. Then he says, what is this? I am serving you. He says, you are serving me, but not my devotees. So immediately he started serving his devotees. So person who is so close to Krishna, they are serving Krishna, but Krishna tells that you serve my devotees. So we have that opportunity. So we should try to serve Lord. When devotees are happy, then definitely Krishna is happy. So we should not tell other devotees, see, I am not happy. I am not happy with you. So Krishna is not happy with you. So that is not the thing. You are not Krishna here to make everybody should run around to make you happy. No, that is not the point. Point is that we should try to make others happy And we should be happy always with whatever people are doing with us. But what happens? We do opposite. We don't become happy whoever does anything to us. And we never try to make other person happy. So that is not Vaishnava. A devotee of the Lord expects nothing for himself. But he offers all respect to others. And that way he remains always happy. Like you want people should bow down to me. And nobody bows down to you. You will become miserable actually. And that's very difficult, to ask others, you bow down to me. But if you bow down to others, you will be happy. And that is in your hand. So giving respect to others is in our hand. And if you do that, it will make us happy. But expecting respect from others, it will make us miserable actually. And sometimes that day only nobody respects you. The day you expect people should respect me, that day only you don't get respect. And the day when you don't expect any respect from others, when you are in a humble mood, then everybody is bowing down. And you feel like, oh Krishna, why I am getting respect? So Krishna knows that you are not expecting. That's why he, in the Paramatma, within the heart of others, he also gives them that signal. And they also offer respect to such a devotee who is humble. So like that, these are very fine qualities which we have to develop in our Krishna consciousness. So here we see how Bharat Maharaj was so happy. He left the big kingdom, he left all his servants, and he's staying in hut, taking some water from Gandaki, some flowers from his garden, bathing his Shaligram Shila, offering the flowers. So like that he was serving Lord by offering fruits, roots so nicely that his mind was totally absorbed, so much so that there was Ashtavikar coming in his body. So this is what happens. People also get Ashtavikar. In material world, they want to serve somebody. So what they do? They bring that person's photo in the room. If somebody wants to make biceps, whose photo they will put there? Huh? No, that is devotee. What is the person? You are Vaishnava, so it's okay. Somebody who has biceps, that person they bring the photo. Everywhere they have that, champion photos with so many muscles and all. The whole room is filled with those things. And they have dumbbells, and then they have paraphernalia, then they have that, all that superfood and this, that. So they prepare actually. They may offer agarbatti also to that person to get the blessings. So what you want to become, that will be your practice. Somebody wants to get into IIT or crack JEE. You see his room is filled with all notes. On the wall also there is formula. Where he sleeps there is formula. In bathroom also there is formula. Everywhere he is just absorbed in all the formulas to get admission in IIT. So if you want to get admission in spiritual world, so how much we have to practice? Nobody gets admission by playing cricket in IIT JEE. So how can we get admission in Golok without doing devotion service? That's not possible. But we are so confident that whether anybody goes or not, I will go back to Godhead. Without me, how Goloka will? So like that, we have super confidence actually. Those who do little bit devotion, they are very confident. And those who do full devotion, they feel that I am not qualified to go back to it. So that is the thing. So here he is so absorbed. There were ecstasies in his body, Romancha, Kampa, Ashru. All those symptoms were developed. We also have these symptoms. When we hear services coming, we get Ashru. We get Kampa. There is you are scared. My God, I have to wash vessels or what? This is marketing. You feel that when manager is around on the his tour, everybody they escape actually. They hide in such a place that even Brahma also cannot search. They are out of the vision. And this poor fellow is searching. Here are the where is my devotee? Where are your devotees? So much service is there. Nobody is there to roll chapatis on feast day. Everybody is there. As soon as you bring buckets, everybody will appear. But before buckets, everybody is disappeared. So that is our devotion. We have devotion only to Krishna's one form. That is his. And especially this is Pav Bhaji or it's Gulab Jamun. We may in the office, we may call the devotee. Don't forget to keep for me. Nobody says services. They forget to do their services, forget about doing other services. But here we are so much careful that, I should not miss that prasad. So Lord's prasad is in service also. So we should try to do devotional service. And for that, we have to understand the relation between service and the Supreme Personality of God. If you feel services are not connected to Krishna, then we will not feel that to do it. You think parents serve all child? Any children they see they serve? They don't serve every children. But they serve only their children. Because they feel there is a connection. This is my baby. So that's why they will put so much money on him. They'll put ornaments, they'll put this, that. But other people who are on street, they'll not say that, I'll give money, I'll give food. No, because they don't have any connection. So like that, services also, when we see the connection of services with the Krishna, we like to render them. But when we don't see services in connection with Krishna, then services remain orphan. Nobody takes the services. So if devotees don't do service, then who will do service? Prabhupada told, my books cannot be sold by some professional distributors. Who can sell my books? Those who love me. They can only distribute the books. So same way, we can hire employees to serve Krishna. And they will cook also, they will do offering also, they will do everything, but there will be no devotion in that. They will just do as a mechanic. They serve in hotel also, they serve here also. For them, as long as they are getting money, they will do. But we should not be like that. We should not do services that I am doing favor on Lord, I am doing favor on others, I am doing favor on Prabhupada, I am doing favor on my Guru, I am doing favor on my authority. Krishna, does he require our services? He has Lakshmis to serve. They are doing Jhadu Pocha in the abode of Vaikuntha, which is so clean, there is no dust. And here it's everywhere dust, but we don't want to clean. So that is our difference. You know, Rukmini, she is personally putting charm to Krishna. Not that she had so many servants, she will tell her somebody else should serve Krishna. She personally takes the task in hand. She wants to personally enter service. So when anybody renders service, then he will get this relation, these transformations, these ecstasies. You know? So don't think this is something imaginary. No, it's very practical. When you do services, you will get satisfaction. But when you skip services, you will be, tired with devotees. Not only will you skip services, you will skip from devotees also. You will feel that devotees are not ecstatic. But materialistic people are very kind-hearted, and that will attract you. And slowly we will go. Like same Krishna for Mother Yashoda, he was like cotton swab. She was throwing him in sky, catching him. She's doing akusha for Krishna. Like ladies put child on their legs and they do rise him, and so like that she was doing. So for her, because her love, Krishna was so like his weight was like a feather, But same Krishna became heavy for Prabhupada. And he was not like just Mother Yashoda, a slim guy. He was hefty demon who could destroy anything. But that demon felt Krishna as heavy like Mandar mountain. And he immediately collapsed on ground and died. The same way, for us also, some services appear very heavy because we don't have attitude like Yashoda. We feel like the enjoyment is so big that even small service also appears very heavy. Like sometimes we chant, the bead bag is on our chest, we lie like Putana. Oh Krishna, finished my japa. You have killed me thoroughly. I am so tired. You have seen sometimes we collapse with the belly bag, and that is the deep sleep actually. That sleep nobody can purchase it. By even pills also nobody gets it. But here this holy name is so exhausted. You feel like, Krishna. You have taken my breath actually, I am tired. So for us, holy name is so heavy actually. I just after chanted 192 rounds. By thought only we collapse actually. Forget about doing it any time in our lifetime. It's today every day. So like that in our services also, anything in Krishna consciousness, getting up, putting dhoti, tilak, we feel like it's so tired. But devotees, they run for it. In yoga we have facility to wear dhoti kurta, putting tilak. So we should not just have karmi dress and just hope. As soon as we come back, we should try to feel like I should get back into my devotional attire. So like that we should practice and look for serving devotees. And that way, if we practice devotional service, we really get ecstasy. Otherwise, devotional service will become very bored. And we don't have to practice devotional service for 2-3 years. It's not some course of MBA or some degree course. Bhakti has to be done whole lifetime. So we should really learn the art of practicing devotional service by seeing the devotees of the Lord. So they are our beacon lights. They will direct our boats to reach the shore of Krishna's love. So Prabhupada mercifully has given us this place his devotees, so we should take advantage, and make our life perfect. Okay? So I stop here. Any questions here?
Swimming cows.
It's spiritual, you know. See the cows in connection with Krishna. Krishna loves cows, so we should serve. But services we should render which are awarded. Many times we don't do services which are officially given to us, and we do some other service which is nobody has told. Like taking care of cow, nobody has asked, but we immediately unnecessarily go, we rub that cow, and she also may get fed up. Why people are touching now? She wants to sleep. They are coming and waking up her, and they are unnecessarily putting grass in her mouth. Her belly is already full, but they want to render service. They force that cow. Oh, eat, oh mother cow. You are Krishna's dear. I am, feeding you. So like that we feel. So unauthorized services. We feel that I am in ecstasy, so I'll go and take away other services. That person feels, sorry, who has done this? And that also we do half-heartedly. Sometimes we do, sometimes we don't do. So they also don't understand whether we should alert him or not. It's like suddenly he develops love and he does all services, and after 10 days he is not there only. So the regular people also get fed up whether he will do or not. So that kind of is not service. It's so at least first let us do what people have asked us to do. That we should do. Then we'll see cow and buffalo, whatever you want to go for. And what happens exactly? We do opposite. Sometimes we are asked to do food distribution. We develop taste in cooking. And when we are asked to do cooking, then we develop taste for food distribution. And when you are asked to remain awake, you want to sleep. And when they ask you to sleep, you want to remain awake. At 9 o'clock, authorities told you sleep, but you are full awake, awakened in the entire day. You are awakened in the 9 o'clock. And morning duties are asked to get up at 4 o'clock. You feel that they are sleepy people feel sleepy in the morning. So we are exactly do opposite. So let us do whatever devotees have asked, at least first that, and then we can do any other things. And what happens other devotees appear very loving because they are not your authorities. Uncle, aunt, they all appear very loving because they don't pay your fees. They'll give biscuit. You feel, oh, they're more. They love me more than my parents. But your father is paying your fees, no? In that, how many biscuits will come? A mountain of biscuit will. But we feel, this biscuit is lollipop. They love me more than my father. No, not like that. So the one who is taking care of you, the one who is. So we should try to love, develop some love for them also. Okay? Thank you. Srila Prabhupada ki jai, Anant Koti Vaishnava ki, RVC VOICE ki jai.